Discussion of possible action regarding ordinance 2011-06 regarding a change in town center speed limits. This is the first reading of this ordinance. Again, as I explained last month, we're reading changes to the town code ordinances twice. First reading is basically to inform the public that the town council is considering an action to change our town code. There will be no formal presentations tonight. We have engaged Paul Basha, traffic engineer, to be at the meeting in August to give us a formal presentation. This is simply notification to the public that we are considering this. However, I believe Mr. Neese has some comments.
Just a few remarks, Mayor. Just by way of background, about 18 months ago, the council at that time had some diverging opinions about what to do along Tom Darlington and Cape Creek Road fronting the town center. There were some opinions about speed limit, traffic calming, different techniques, and vegetation along that street. Anytime we deal with the street geometrics, the design of the street, we have to, from a liability perspective, hire a traffic engineer. Historically, we've used Paul Basha. He's changed firms a number of times, but has an excellent reputation throughout the desert Southwest as being one of the leading traffic engineers in the area. And so we have historically used him. He's very familiar with the dynamics in Carefree with our streets and the sensitivity with our citizens. And so we've retained Paul to evaluate those respective sections of Tom Darlington and Cape Creek Road. Paul did a thorough study. That study is attached to the staff report. I think you'll find it very interesting. And he made a couple recommendations. One with a series of crosswalks, and he denoted where those crosswalks would be and the signs associated with those crosswalks, which were designed per his specifications and what is now being a common sign that you'll see anywhere from the airports to many of the surrounding communities. You see those type of signs popping up. He also recommended clearing of some of the visibility triangles pulling out from the town center, so our crew went out there, our public works crew, and carefully pruned some of the vegetation, which disheartened some of our residents, but it was sorely needed. Another one of his recommendations was to increase the speed limit along that respective sections of roadway from 25 miles an hour to 30 miles an hour, and his assessment is attached. He felt like this was the appropriate speed limit given the design of the street and what people are traveling today, and felt that it was a safe speed limit. And it was consistent with the speed limit through the commercial core in Cape Creek. So you want some continuity between speed limit. You don't want to keep on slowing down and picking up speed and slowing down again. So having consistency is something that they look at and ensures some safety with the flow of traffic. When the council reviewed the recommendation from Paul Basha, they agreed to move forward with the pruning of vegetation as well as the crosswalk, but deferred the decision with the speed limits. That brings us to where we are today.